Shit, fucked up already.
What's up, man?
Welcome back, everybody. Tonight we're trying something new. We got a guy in Florida caught urinating in an ice machine.
We got a polygamist in Arizona who likes to keep his wives in the family, if you know what I mean.
We have fucking Facebook threatening to get rid of our fucking news feed.
We have news about the cocaine bear.
Yeah, an update.
An update on the film that's coming out.
We have a couple douchebags that decided to shoot themselves with wearing body armor.
We got a temple in Thailand that had to fire all their monks for being high on meth.
These stories and more when you tune in tonight to Happy Hour News. The bar is open. That's right. It's time for Happy Hour News. The bar is open. Grab yourself a drink. Put the kids to bed. Break out the cocaine hookers and all that other fun stuff that you do on
Thursday night.
On a Thursday night.
Yeah.
Because remember, we see you next Thursday.
That's right.
So how the hell you been, Sanchez? We're trying something new. Get a little bit more active, a little bit more pep in your step.
A little more action oriented.
Get that foot out of the fucking grave.
Yeah, well, that's tough. It's easier said than done. I'm good. I have been fortunate enough not to catch the muck that's going around.
Oh, you had it. I heard it.
Oh, that's just general hack. I do that
general
all the time. Hack, yeah.
Smoker's cough, huh?
Well, it was ex-smoker's cough.
Yeah.
But, I'm going to go cut up some logs tomorrow.
Wife was wondering where we went. We're doing something new, baby. She just had her tonsils out, so she's a hurting unit.
Yeah, she is. And, of course, the kid latches right onto it and makes her yell at her every 10 seconds.
Well, if I was 6 years old, I'd be doing the same thing.
That's right.
So like I said, we got a new, not really a new format, but just a new way of, presenting things.
Yeah.
We were going to do an ad right away, but we'll say, fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're driving.
I am driving.
You are driving.
That's right. So now we have a guy right here. Breaking news. Florida man busted for urinating in an ice machine on a Florida beach. It's not a Florida man. It's a guy in Florida. It's an ex-Chicago cop.
He's an ex-Chicago cop now.
He's an ex-Chicago cop.
Yeah.
He is vacationing. A Chicago police officer on vacation in Florida is charged with 2 misdemeanors for allegedly urinating in the ice machine at a beach on a bar on Monday. And if you go to if you see our thumbnail for the video on YouTube, that's the dude.
That's the dude.
Henry, 30, is charged with simple battery and disorderly conduct after an employee at the Jimmy B's Beach Bar told police he discovered the defendant pissing on the ice in the machine around 12:32 a.m., right before last call, I guess. Pinellas County Sheriff's deputy wrote in the affidavit, the bar is located in the Beachcomber Resort Hotel at St. Pete Beach. I wonder if our buddy Brendan's been there.
He may have.
According to the report, the bar employee told police he asked the dude to stop soiling the ice.
Yeah. Don't you eat that yellow snow? Yeah.
But the CPD officer at Chicago Police Department began verbally cussing the victim and pushed him a couple times with both of his hands. So he was getting pretty aggressive.
Yeah, I'm sure he was drunk.
He also shoved a security guard who saw the incident. Why are you looking at my wiener? Yeah. When sheriff's deputy found the guy lounging on the sand with his girlfriend, the 5-year Chicago police veteran was actively resisting. I wonder if they put their knee in his neck. And initially not obeying lawful commands while being detained. The guy paid a total of $650 for bail. Wouldn't that be like kind of okay if you get caught with your dick in your hand out in public? Isn't that like you have to be registered as a sex offender? I guess not in Florida. That shit happens
Florida.
every day.
Like, I think they got a competitive league down at the local bar for that shit.
So, $650, and Nessa was actually flicking her bean, and she got what, 25 grand or 2,500?
Well, twice she got caught.
Well, she got caught twice, but this guy had his dick in his hand, pissing in an ice machine.
Yeah, that ought to be good for a couple of grand just on its own, because yellow ice ain't nice.
Candy says, "Poor lady, ouch." I'm guessing that's concerning the tonsils, and she also says apparently thought it was a fancy urinal. Well, they do have those troughs.
I know, yeah,
with ice in them.
Yeah, well, that way they can. You know why they put the ice in the urinal?
So you don't have to flush.
So they can turn the water off, so people don't fucking flood shit.
So you don't have to flush.
Yeah,
the ice melts. It creates
a constant drain. Flushing the pee away.
Welcome back, Candy. How's Denver treating you, or Colorado, or the lovely state, as I like to call it? But I really don't have any interest to go in there anymore since I can't smoke weed.
Yeah.
I would say I'd like to go hiking.
Yeah, but you don't.
I can't hike anymore.
Can't hike anymore.
Yeah. So yeah, $650. Dude, that's I wonder if it's just because he's a fucking cop.
I'm sure it is. They couldn't cut him loose.
Well, but still, he had his dick in his hand.
I know, yeah. He was pissing in the ice machine.
Indecent exposure to the security guard who saw him because the guy obviously didn't wash his hands before he pushed him with both hands.
Yeah, but that's like a health hazard. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't get him for that. They got him for hitting the guy or pushing the guy and creating a disturbance, Well,
yeah, but I'm just saying his charge is damn near nothing.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, his bail is nothing.
Jeez. Candy says, doing good. What are you talking about? Weed is legal here. Yeah, but it's not legal here, and I get tested. And
yeah.
A buddy of mine at work got pulled for a random today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I told him ask for the written.
Yeah. Yeah. I got in trouble at a job one time because they were talking about drug tests, and I said, God, I hope they got some good ones this time.
Yeah, we all know Carrie. She says, I can't smoke because of my job. Hee. But you know what? You can't smoke because of your vacant tonsils.
There you go. Yeah, but she can catch up.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can, too, in about 20 years.
Who knows? If they ever pull their head out of their ass and they legalize it here, maybe they'll make an exception for weed if it becomes legal here.
Oh, and Candy says, yeah, she can't because of her job either. Well, it's, she's in Colorado, and she still can't because of her job.
Well, I mean, the thing is, just because it's legal doesn't mean your job has
Doesn't mean you can do it.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you can do it, and keep your job.
What the hell? So what do we got next, Sanchez?
So we got a Bentley driving accused cult leader has 20 wives as young as 9 years old and is possibly married to his own daughter.
This sick fuck.
Yeah.
Read the banner below, people. I spent a lot of time making these tickers.
Read them, goddammit.
Well, it's going to go throughout the whole entirety of the story, so.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. These fucking creepos, they do all this shit, under the guise of religion. Don't start.
God told me to do it. Yeah. He wanted me to fuck my daughter. Well, he said marry this 9-year-old. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, that's what biblical marriage is one man and as many women as he can take care of.
As he can take care of.
Yeah. That's pretty much what the Bible says.
No shit.
Yeah.
Why don't they teach you that
shit in church? It really
says
says anywhere, one man and one woman.
Why don't they teach you that shit in church?
Because polygamy's against the law, for one thing. Flagstaff, Arizona. Utah. Well, yeah, it is technically. It's against federal law.
So they're just doing it.
They're doing it. There's a lot of places that won't prosecute, right?
Like Utah.
Like some places in Utah.
But mostly Utah.
And Arizona and New Mexico. There's
all places touching Utah.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So in Flagstaff, Arizona, FBI is accusing 46-year-old Arizona alleged polygamous cult leader of having 20 wives, many of whom were underage, as young as 9 years old, and possibly marrying his own daughter. How fucked up is that? The wives were allegedly trafficked across state lines in a trailer, forced to use a bucket as a toilet, while the self-proclaimed prophet drove 2 Bentleys while pushing failed business ventures in real estate and goal coaching.
A bucket as a toilet?
Yeah.
Should have went to Florida. Could he use the ice machine?
Yeah, could use the ice machine. He would have had nice ice to wipe up with afterwards.
Candy says, here we call them Utards.
Utards. Where's Candy live? Does she live on the Western Slope?
I don't know. Yeah. She says, sorry, Utards.
Yeah.
Not sorry.
That'd be, if she's over by Grand Junction, that would be right next to Utah.
Utard.
I could see the Utards. Yeah. You can see them from her house, probably. Samuel Rappley Bateman, as well as his co-conspirators and aiders and abettors, is accused of engaging in a transportation of minors in interstate commerce to engage in criminal sexual activity and travel interstate commerce to engage in illicit sexual contact with minors. Whoa.
Yep, she says Western Slope.
Yeah. Between May 2020 and November 21.
So how, okay, hold on. I get it, polygamy is illegal, right? But what's even more illegal is fucking minors.
Oh, yeah.
So how is this, like, not frowned, well, it's frowned upon, but how is this okay with the Utards?
Well, I'm thinking that his particular brand of it probably isn't okay with most of them.
Oh.
You know, I mean.
Well, especially his own daughter.
Yeah.
How the fuck does that fly in?
And it wasn't just
in the
it
church.
wasn't just Utah. It was Arizona, Utah, Nevada, and Nebraska. He was first indicted by a federal federal grand jury on September 6th. The investigation revealed that on August 28, 2022, Bateman, with aiders and abettors, committed obstruction of justice by destroying records of their illegal actions, according to federal prosecutors.
It deleted the emails.
Yep.
Carrie says, hi, Jay. Is Jay watching? Is Jay here? What the hell?
I don't know.
Say hi, Jay, if you're here.
If Jay's here, I'd say, hey, hi. Yeah.
Hey, hi.
Glad to have you, Jay. Bateman is self-proclaimed prophet of the Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints. Mormons.
Jaden says, howdy. How the hell does the wife know all these people are watching and I don't even know?
I don't know. She's technologically more savvy than we are.
I guess so. I better drink.
He's of the FLDS, a subset of the fundamentalist Mormon denomination whose members practice polygamy.
FLDS. It's a Church of Latter-day Saints, right?
Yep.
Those sick fucks.
Yeah. Well, they're Mormons.
I've seen like
magic underwear, you know.
What the fuck was it? There's this documentary on one of the fucking streaming services about those sick fucks, and it's the FLDS. And this guy, he like married like all these children,
yeah,
and then passed them on
to his son.
Yeah. How the fuck does the feds not know about this?
They do, but the thing is, if you can't get anybody to testify against him, it's really hard to convict them.
And they're all
brainwashed.
They're all scared.
Yeah, they're scared and they're brainwashed, and they believe that they're doing God's work. And don't start with me because you know how I get.
Holy shit. Get it. Do it.
Yeah,
Starting. I'm starting. We got a whole fucking hour to kill, Sanchez.
It's a crime against nature, all right?
Well,
I'm not religious, but if I was religious, I would fucking be hunting these bastards down and popping their heads like zits.
Jaden says, but the feds have their own little sex ring going.
Okay.
It's probably with the FLDS, the Federal Latter-day Saints. Yeah.
Yeah, the federal lovers of dirty shit. Yeah, he allegedly had approximately 50 followers and over 20 wives, many of whom are minors. mostly under the age of 15.
But this, I don't get it. This sick fuck.
Yeah, and he had 3 newly charged co-conspirators who they're not naming in this article, which leads me to believe that they're probably
His brothers.
Well, or they're testifying against him.
Oh, is the case still open? Is it ongoing, or how old is this shit? I suppose this is as old as a day is long. I mean, it's probably happens every fucking day.
This case, we touched on that, August 28th.
So about
2022. Yeah, just
last
month
summer.
and a half. Yeah.
Holy shit.
2 months, something. Yeah, his newly charged co-conspirators. Bateman allegedly has impressions of Heavenly Father's will to encourage his followers, including minor children, to engage in sexual acts, and relies on that submission to do his own will.
Candy wrote us a book here. Oh, that's the wrong one. I'll get to that one.
Okay.
She goes, the feds do know. They do know about this.
Oh, yeah, but you got to be able to get
And the majority of them are on private property, and the feds have a hard time getting evidence to convict them because they are not allowed on the property.
Right.
And nobody's talking.
Nobody's talking.
Also, Utahs turn a blind eye and they just don't really care.
Because it's part of it's part of their religion. You know that they just started letting black people in the
vote.
In their religion, just like 20 years ago.
Into the FLDS?
To be a Mormon, yeah. Because they weren't considered human.
What?
Yeah, I'm serious. Oh, and this is another batch of yahoos that believe that their final thing is up in outer space somewhere.
Oh, that's the Heaven's Gate cult.
Oh, that was Heaven's Gate. There's Heaven's Gate. There's the Mormons, and there's the
Catholics.
No, they don't have a spaceship. What are them ones? Tom Cruise is one. Scientologists, yeah. Yeah, they got old Xenu or whatever his name is.
Jaden is saying, check out the movie Midsummer or Midsommar. I don't know. Did you misspell it, Jay?
Midsommar, yeah.
I'll have to check that out. Sanchez,
I'm on it.
Captain Jack Sparrow, that shit.
That's right.
Carrie says, yes, Scientology. Which, what the hell was that one chick that was on King of Queens?
Oh, yeah. I can't remember her name. Yeah, she
Ray Lemmy, or Lee Remy.
Lee Remy.
Remini.
Yeah.
She was a Scientologist.
Yeah,
now she's blowing the whistle on all that
Yeah.
crazy fucked up shit Tom Cruise is putting on.
There's a lot of them coming out. I mean, they signed a billion-year contract when they join that shit. I'm serious. Because they think that they're going to be around for a billion years. They're gonna like when they die, they leave here and they go to Xenu.
Is that like?
Yeah.
Is that somewhere else or is that here on Earth?
No, it's a planet.
Oh, it's a planet.
It's a planet. It's a hidden planet. That nobody can see, but it's definitely there, and they're definitely going to go there. But first they have to become clear.
And
that only cost about $2.5 million to become clear.
So it costs money to get to this planet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It costs money to be in the religion. They've got labor camps, and they hold people freaking hostage, and they lock people up inside their own religion. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'd like to be a fly on the wall and just probably witness some of that shit. Because, you watch those documentaries like Lee Remini coming out and telling, but you really don't get the full essence of it, of what the fuck they went through.
Oh, I watch a lot of Scientology videos on YouTube of these people that are coming out.
Aren't they all the same, though?
Yeah, well, Scientology's heinous, man. And they managed to get themselves recognized as a real religion, which really cracks me up. They don't have to pay taxes and all that shit. They've got like millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of property all over the world, right? And in the United States, they don't have to pay a penny of property tax on
because it's a religion.
Shit. It's because they fucking convinced somebody that they were an honest religion. There's no God, there's no deity, right? But you don't have to have a deity because Buddhism doesn't have a deity either, and they're like one of the biggest religions in the world.
Carrie's asking, why would you want to live that long? Well,
Well, that's what the whole Christian thing is
eternal life.
eternal life after death.
But I was listening to I think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson. They were talking about how they're coming up with nanobots and stuff to like work on your organs,
Right.
and
Yeah. Clean out your blood system.
clean out your blood, and like these artificial organs will actually be better than your normal organs because they can never age and deteriorate.
Right, because they're not organic anymore.
No, but all they got to do is find a way to stop the body from fighting them.
Yeah.
But then you could theoretically live forever.
Yeah, but do you want to?
Well, that's the thing is, why would you want to? Because you'd be watching everybody you love that can't afford this.
They can't afford it. Die. Yeah.
And then, well, they said, what the hell was it, like 1960s or 1970s? There's, 3 billion people on the planet?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I remember.
Now, there's 8 billion people, and if nobody fucking dies, we're going to just end up killing ourselves because there's nowhere to fucking live.
I think it was 6 billion in like 1974 when whatever year it was, they had the very first Earth Day. At our school, they gathered everybody up and they shoved like 5 times as many people as is supposed to be in a classroom in these classrooms, to get
a sense of
what overpopulation was going to be like. And they brought out the dirty water and stuff and poured it in cups for everybody. They didn't make anybody drink it.
Yeah.
But, just as, this is what the world's going to be like, and then they cranked up all the heat because they've known about the global warming and the climate change since the 50s.
Well, that shit's been going on since the fucking world began.
No, I'm talking
It's
about
a cycle.
I'm talking about human caused.
Oh, well, yeah, because we
industrial waste and all
Yeah.
that shit. But they always just say, too expensive, can't make any money.
Carrie's like, we wouldn't be able to grow enough to feed everyone. No, but this other guy, this guy that was talking with Neil deGrasse Tyson said that we are actually producing more food now, cheaper than we have before.
We live in what's called a food desert.
Yeah,
We have so much food and so much choice in food available to us that a lot of people, they only eat like the crap. They don't even look at the healthy food.
well, healthy food's expensive.
And on the capitalist side of it, so much food gets thrown away before it ever even gets to the market because they would rather throw it away than allow anybody to have it for nothing.
So
And they back when there was Live Aid and stuff for all the starving people in Africa. Somalia, I think, is where the worst of it was. Ethiopia, they were sending food over there, but their government was intercepting the food and throwing it away because they didn't want their people to be fed because they couldn't control them.
well, that's the same
starving.
That's the same with North Korea.
Oh yeah.
They control what they eat, how they eat,
Right.
when they eat.
Yep.
And it's because if you're
well fed and educated,
if you're worried about eating, then you're not worried about anything else.
right.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
God damn it.
Yeah. People when an entity gets into power, they quit worrying about the benefit of being in power for the benefit of others and just remaining in power. That's power is like a thing.
Drug.
Yeah.
It's a drug.
And once they get a taste of it, that's what they want. About 90% of our politicians don't go into public service to do good, and some of them do. I'm sure they start off that way anyway. But once they get a taste of what it's like to run the show, that's all they want is to run the fucking show. Same thing with religious leaders too, by the way. Once they get, because they don't want people going in there saying,
Questions.
Questions that you can't answer. What they do is they tell you, shut up and just believe. Your faith is more important than your knowledge.
That's what Jaden and Carrie about to say. Jaden says, talk about keeping you dumbed down.
Yeah.
That's how you keep them scared.
Yeah, they don't want.
And Carrie says, too weak to fight the tyranny.
They don't want a well-educated, well-fed, critical thinking population. They want people to fall in line. They want good workers. That's what Carlin said. They want good, obedient workers who
Well,
don't complain.
Speaking of the news and all that, Meta, our Facebook, I guess, threatens to remove news from Facebook.
Our Facebook overlords.
Well, that's where I get all my goddamn Florida man stories and all my fucked up stories is the fucking Facebook.
You're going to have to break down and go to Reddit.
Fuck Reddit. Meta threatened to ban news from the U.S. version of Facebook if Congress passes legislation requiring platforms like Facebook or Google to negotiate with and compensate publishers for their content. Well, isn't this...
It's piracy.
It's not really piracy because they are getting credit.
Well, but the thing is...
This is where it's from. You click on the link, and this is where you're getting your fucking article from. They're not saying this is a Facebook article. This is just something somebody shared, like fucking KFYR or KX News or
but see, those
Smoking Gun.
Those people are posting it.
Yeah.
They're talking about stuff that Facebook does, and not just Facebook, but Meta.
Oh, so I can still get my Florida man stories.
You can still get your Florida man stories. Any news agency that wants to post on Facebook won't have to be paid. But if Facebook is going to use other news...
I got you.
If they're going to for-profit use other people's stuff without negotiating up front and asking for permission and all this other stuff.
Well, I've never really seen a Facebook news article.
They used to have a news feed. That's what the original news feed was.
I thought that's what our
side.
feed was, as a news feed.
No, that's what they call it now. But before the news feed, I don't know, like 5-6 years ago, was on the right side where now it's all messaging stuff and like a little bit of advertising. It used to be a regular news feed from different news agencies or different stories. Then they just quit that when Meta started, when what's his face, the fucking weird looking guy, what's the guy's name that runs the place? Zuckerberg, yeah. When he started figuring out that he wasn't making enough billions, they killed that, and then they started doing other ad-driven stuff. But yeah, and this stems from they're passing a law in Europe.
Okay, I thought maybe I was gonna not get my fucking news articles anymore.
Well, as long as the whoever wants to post it
is posting it. Yeah,
and then they don't have to worry about it.
But like I said, I've never seen a Facebook news article like say this is from Facebook. This is what's going on.
Yeah, I use so many ad blockers and shit. I don't even know.
I don't either. Yeah, I got the same ad blockers. But Facebook isn't an ad.
Yeah, but if you took your ad blockers off, every other story would be some type of advertising or Facebook driven information. We don't get it because we use so many ad blockers.
Okay.
The same thing like YouTube. We don't get when we use our computers. We don't get any ads on YouTube.
Okay.
So that's a good thing for everybody to know. If you use Firefox for your browser on your computer, it doesn't work on a phone, but on a computer, get yourself some ad blockers, and you go to YouTube, and you don't have to listen to one commercial.
Okay.
Videos play start to finish.
So we did a story about Cocaine Bear a while ago.
Yeah, it was a human interest story. It was an old story.
And then it turns out that this fucking thing is getting turned into a movie.
Yeah, and it looks great.
Does anybody out there want to see the trailer to this movie? Because it looks fucking hilarious. It's about 2 minutes long. I mean, we're going to show it to you.
Yeah.
Jaden had posted a comment. I'll get to that in a little bit. Here we go.
Medic! Oh, Jesus. What is that?
Beth, we should go.
Millions of dollars worth of cocaine fell from the sky this morning in Knoxville, Tennessee.
There's more of this out there. They dumped it somewhere.
I'm looking for my daughter.
Forest is a dangerous place.
Hey, Henry, check it out. Something got into it. A deer, maybe.
A lot of cocaine was lost. I need you to go and get it.
No, don't eat that, don't eat that. Let's see what kind of effect that has on
The bear, it fucking did cocaine. A bear did cocaine.
There was a bear.
A bear?
It was far.
Hey, that's inappropriate.
You're safe. Bears can't climb trees.
Of course I can.
Oh, shit. Get higher, baby.
It kind of seems like the thing that stays with a man forever.
Apex predator. High on cocaine.
out of his mind. Oh man, you fucked.
What the fuck is wrong with that bear? Shoot it! Bear speeder!
Get higher, baby. And don't ever come down.
We have such good luck in
Cocaine bear.
So yeah, we did a story on this cocaine bear a while back. And now that this movie's coming out, our cocaine bear episode, because we titled it Cocaine Bear, has gotten a lot more fucking views. It has nothing to do with cocaine bear except for one story.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
But this bear actually stumbled upon some fucking cocaine.
yeah, really, yeah,
did it.
But somebody dumped it out of an airplane and he ate it.
And this movie's coming out in 2023. What was that?
February 24th.
February 24th.
It's going to be in theaters first. And then
check it out,
I'm sure
people.
it won't be long until it's streaming.
I want to say hey to JB. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, the cocaine bear. Could you imagine a bear? You're out hiking in the woods and a bear fucking has, fucking all hopped up on cocaine.
Jesus. Yeah. Play dead. He's going to chop you up and snort you.
You know what you got to do? Find him a hooker.
Yeah, there you go.
Cocaine bears and hookers.
She'll be on the phone
Holy
right away.
shit. So, we got some monks. Every monk in the Thai temple defrocked. What does defrocked mean? Like
Means
they
that-
say kicked out, or
Yeah. They lose their position
Monkification?
in their whatever.
they're unmonked.
They're unmonked. Yeah.
Every monk in the Thai temple was unmonked after testing positive for fucking meth.
Frock is your clothes.
They were stripped naked
Yeah. Well, they like the priest wears the little priest collar
and
and
sent to
stuff.
Florida.
Yeah. That's if he was defrocked, he would have to turn in his collar.
Well, they don't wear collars. They wear a robe. They wear a bed sheet.
Yeah.
A single.
Yeah. These guys. Yeah.
Yeah. A Buddhist temple in central Thailand has been left without monks after all its holy men failed drug tests and were defrocked. 4 monks, including the abbot at a temple in the fucking province of Bung Sam Phan district, tested positive for methamphetamine Monday some time ago. The monks have been sent to a health clinic to go rehab.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have a problem.
Yeah. Well,
Or
they're
is this-
all on meth.
Well, was this a first time thing, or do you think they've been doing it for a while now?
Well, if they probably started noticing things were weird when they had that 4-day prayer fast. Everybody's prayer beads got wore down to little BB.
The temple is now empty of monks, and nearby villagers are concerned they cannot do any merit making. Merit making involves worshippers donating food to monks as a good deed. Well, if they're on meth, they don't need fucking food.
No, it's the people who attend their services.
Yeah, they donate the food to the
Yeah,
monks.
but see, they can't.
Donate? Well, it doesn't matter because meth head monks don't do meth.
Yeah, but they
or
can't
food.
reach nirvana unless they do these things for these monks. So if there's no monks, it fucks up their little trip to their afterlife.
Okay.
You're stuck on the treadmill of living.
Thailand is a major transit country for methamphetamine, flooding in from the Myanmar's troubled Shan State via Laos. according to the UN Office of Drug and I got this fucking shit in the way. Drug and crime. On the street, meth pills called yaba sell for about 20 baht, around 50 cents. 50 cents for some fucking pills.
Yeah.
Meth, and particularly yaba, can be easily found in every corner of Thailand. Supply is up and everywhere, and at this point, a tablet is cheaper than a beer. Well, monks don't drink beer, do they?
No, but they eat the shit out of that bot meth.
Authorities across Southeast Asia and around the globe have made record meth seizures in recent months. Last month, Hong Kong reportedly made its biggest seizure of meth, finding 1.8 metric tons of liquid meth hidden in cartons of coconut water. Did we do that story? 1.8 metric tons hidden in coconut water?
I don't remember.
That sounds familiar.
It does sound a little familiar.
En route for Australia.
Yeah.
In August, authorities found 2 tons of meth hidden in marble tiles shipped from the Middle East. Jesus
Sydney,
Christ.
it looks like a lot of it's headed to Australia.
Well, you almost have to be on meth to be in Australia because everything down there wants to kill you.
or
You need to
eat
be
you, or-
awake every fucking minute of the day.
Not to change the subject, but I'm going to. They got so many kangaroos in Australia. They're trying to get them all killed in the net. There's like they want people to start eating as much kangaroo as they can.
Candace says, shame on them. It's not even organic. Well, doesn't it? No, meth is totally chemical, isn't it?
Yeah,
There's
it's 100% chemical.
There's nothing organic about it.
Yep. Mexican soldiers
Shame on
seized,
them.
August Mexican soldiers seized 1.5 tons of meth and 328 pounds of apparent powdered fentanyl. God, you know how much 328 pounds of fentanyl is?
You know how many people that would kill?
Pretty much all of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, okay, we got 8 billion people on the planet. That's a good way for population control, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. In July, 5,000 pounds of meth was found in a record-breaking seizure in Southern California.
2.5 tons.
Jesus. So that was 2.5 tons, and the other was
2 tons.
It was 1.5, so there's 5 tons right there.
5 tons of meth.
Or 4 tons.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fucking crystal.
Crank, yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, them fucking people ain't ever sleeping again.
Well, these monks aren't sleeping. They're not eating. Are they going to be reinstated, or what's up after
doesn't
rehab?
say. It just says that they went to rehab.
So is there anybody taking their place?
I don't know. Where do you get backup monks from? There wasn't a lot of them.
That's a gig ad.
Yeah,
Get your
backup monks here. See, it says there was only a few of them.
Holy shit.
I think something like 15 or 16 of them.
Well, we were going to bring you an ad at the beginning of the show. Oh, we got a comment here. JB says, but how strong is it? How strong's it? I mean, it's strong enough to fail a piss test.
Yeah, I mean,
I wonder if they have to do piss tests or hair follicle or...
it's as strong as 50 cents a hit will make it.
No, a pill.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well,
yeah,
no, what was that? No.
Yeah, 50 cents a pill. That's what they were, tablets, they said.
Yeah, but was it just one tablet was 50 cents?
Yeah, 50 cents each.
It just says pills.
Yeah.
All Diaba sell for less than 20 baht. So, yeah, about 50 cents a pill.
50 cents a pill. So if you got $5,
You're failing a piss test.
you're failing a piss test.
Well, okay. Where do monks get money? I thought they were vowed to, like, poverty.
Well, maybe people are putting it in their little fucking donation thing.
I bet you they didn't even know they were taking it.
Oh, they knew they were taking it. When you got all of them high on meth, well, if they're high enough on meth, they might not know. They might think that
What if they were
having some kind of spiritual...
Yeah,
fucking-
what if it was in the food that was donated? Somebody just fucking, like, you know, how you feed a dog medication, you stuff it in a fucking sausage,
on a hot dog or something,
and they just give it to them, and they're like,
wolf
"Ooh."
it down.
I wonder, because, you know, I don't know. Plus the Abbott, plus the fucking head
guy,
monk in
yeah.
charge, HMIC.
HMIC.
He got cracked too. Wow. Well, I guess if this story is developing,
Well, you know, and I
find out
imagine what
more.
they did is they probably had some visiting monk or somebody, the district manager of the monks come by, and he probably saw everybody was acting all fucking whacked out. And says, well, we got to get these guys tested.
Well, Justin says if it's 50 cents, it's probably cut hard. Well,
Not
I don't know.
necessarily,
Down
not-
there, it's probably pretty pure. And who's their boss making them take a piss test? Because the Abbott would be the boss, wouldn't it?
Well,
he'd be the HNIC. Who's the guy saying, "Hey,
it would be like,
do they have randoms to be a monk?"
I don't know. Maybe they probably do now.
Well, now, yeah, but before, I mean, how would anybody know to fucking say, "Hey, let's test"?
Well, like I
these
said,
monks?
you get a visit, and monk
They probably
comes by
caught
and
all
you-
four of them fucking jerking off in the fucking monk corner and be like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
for-
you can't do that."
for 3 days because they
Yeah.
couldn't get off. They got a fucking hamburger in their hand. I don't know, it don't work anymore.
But who is the monk boss? Is it the Abbot?
Well, it's like the Catholic Church is a worldwide organization, and we've got an abbey here with an abbot.
Is
But
he the boss? He's the boss, right?
He's the boss. He's the boss of that facility.
Yeah, but this temple, that would make the Abbot the boss.
Of that temple.
Yeah, so who's
but not
his
of,
boss?
Not of the whole religion. The Dalai Lama.
So I
Dalai
doubt
Lama-
the Dalai Lama says, "Hey, we need to have these guys piss in a cup."
You don't know that. He might.
I guess I don't know enough about monkism.
Yeah. I mean, it's a religion. It's Buddhism. It's not just this batch of monks have total control of everything they do over at this monastery. It's a big religion, one of the biggest religions in the world.
JB says, "I imagine the monk job itself is understaffed." Well, yeah, because they only had 4 of them.
Yeah, and people don't really want to be monks.
And they
like
shouldn't even
used to.
do a test. But I'm wondering who was the person that suggested the test that they all got popped, plus the Abbot.
Well, I'm thinking that somebody came to visit from the
Ooh, the higher echelons.
yeah,
huh?
one came by to check it out to see.
They're all,
And
you want to hit this?
And they're all taking all the statues apart and shit. There's fucking statue parts laying around everywhere.
They're all drawn on paper towels.
Yeah.
Look what I can do. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Don't do meth, people.
Yeah, it's a terrible fucking drug.
Oh, fuck. Roommate turns off a ventilator because it annoyed her.
Yeah, I know.
I hate the sound of my roommate living.
Yeah. Well, it was that.
You know, when my dad was on the ventilator, it was silent. You couldn't hear it.
Maybe it was the whatever.
Well, that's not the ventilator.
Yeah.
That's just your fucking ECG going on. But patient allegedly turned off roommate's ventilator because the sound annoyed her. Well, this gal was 72 years old, and this is Germany. But they were in a nursing care facility, I'm guessing, or a hospital or something like that.
Yeah, I was trying to find the story. I didn't have that one up.
Has been arrested after she allegedly twice switched off the hospital roommate's ventilator because she was annoyed by the sound. The woman who was detained on suspicion of attempted manslaughter. But the thing is, this is the second fucking time she
yeah.
did it.
I mean, first thing I would have done is put her in a different room, right?
Well, exactly.
Or got her earplugs or something.
Well, unless there's not another room available, but you get caught turning off a fucking ventilator.
Right.
That's like,
something's got to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why they don't figure out a way to keep these things from being unplugged to begin with,
Well, this is Germany. Maybe the gal was a Jew and other gal was a Nazi.
I'm thinking it was probably just
or an anti-Semite.
Just a bitchy old woman that didn't want to be bothered.
Well, she was 72.
Yeah.
The woman was detained on suspicion of attempted manslaughter after the incident in the southwestern city of Mannheim on Tuesday evening, some time ago. Police and prosecutors said the suspect was alleged to have switched off a woman's ventilator and then, despite staff telling her not to do that because the machine was vital for the patient, switched it off again later, twice in the same day.
Well, for all we know, she might like have Alzheimer's or something too.
All that.
You know, that she doesn't, maybe she's got a short-term memory problem.
A joint press release published by the Manheim Public Prosecutor's Office. Police alleged the woman switched off the ventilator before 8 p.m. after she felt the disturbance of the noise of the oxygen device. Yeah. Although the suspect was informed by the hospital staff that the oxygen supply was a vital measure, she said she is said to have switched it off again around 9, so not even a fucking hour later. I don't know how Alzheimer's works, but
Grandma don't give a shit.
she don't give a shit. 79-year-old patient had to be revived twice. And while her life was not in danger, she still required intensive care. The suspect was brought before a judge on Wednesday and taken to jail. Well,
so what was she in the hospital for? Just being old, or
just being old, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Yep. Grandma
JB says
ain't
their
care.
version of the Pope. That's the abbot.
No, Dalai Lama would be the
Oh,
Pope.
and Pope. Okay. He says it sounds irritating, to be fair. She
That's
really
just
doesn't
it. I
like
mean,
her roommate living, I guess.
Yeah, you catch an old woman trying to unplug her roommate's shit. You get her out of there. I mean, you don't just say, "Oh no, Grandma,
you can't do this."
Yeah, don't
Well,
be
like you said,
unplugging now.
what was her history? Does she have Alzheimer's? And if that's the case, I mean, she should be in a private room then, because to prevent harm to herself or others, and then be on constant watch.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's time to step up the game on the fucking manufacturers and make it not so easy to shut that shit off.
Or she was a Nazi and her roommate was a Jew.
Right, and she's
she's
or the other way around.
Oh, I want some payback.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. God damn.
That would make more
That's Germany,
sense.
though.
Yeah,
that's Germany, so we
Yeah.
don't know what goes on there.
Well, I mean, all of them foreigners, they act weird,
I wish I could do a German accent.
Yeah, I can't either.
Yeah, I want to be anti-Semitic right now.
Yeah, please don't.
Okay.
Oh, we already got enough fucking problems.
The wife says old people go back to being little whiny kids as they get older. What is she trying to tell me?
No, we don't.
I think you just proved her point.
Yeah, no, we don't. I ain't no whiner. I do not.
Holy moly. So, yeah. This just in. Teen killed because they decided to have an old-fashioned duel. You don't, I don't know. We did some kind of story about this before, about these kids.
They were having a quick draw
quick draw competition.
Yeah.
But these two fucking geniuses were actually shooting each other with fucking body armor on.
Body armor. And I don't think they quite understood what the levels of body armor are.
Or if there was a distance that you have to maintain before it's even effective.
Or a caliber, or, a type of weapon.
You're on the wrong story.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I am on the wrong story.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, here we go. He looks like a dipshit, doesn't he?
I didn't get his picture up, but I got two others that might show up later. I don't know if I remember to push a button.
Yeah, one teenager is dead after at least two teens took turns shooting at each other while wearing body armor. Police in Bellevue, Florida said.
Carrie says I'm 44. I'm not old. I thought I was 43 for the longest time.
Did you?
Yeah. Past 2 years. I'm drunk.
On April 3rd, the Bellevue Police Department received a call for a shooting at a residence. When they arrived, they found 16-year-old Christopher Leroy Broad Jr., who had been shot. He was transported to a local hospital where he died.
Would you let me shoot you if I give you a bulletproof vest?
No.
Why not?
No. I already don't have enough fucking time left, And my days are running shorter and shorter every time I fucking wake up. I don't need any help from you.
Well, Carrie makes a good point here. Body armor is only good for so many shots,
Oh, there's
right?
different kinds of body armor. There's like battle armor that have all the the ceramic plates and stuff in them that'll really absorb a lot of like high powered rifle fire. And then
What,
there's
ceramic
then there's
plates?
like soft body armor,
Like Kevlar?
like padded Kevlar, which is it will up to a certain caliber, it will stop a bullet, but it could still break your ribs and crush your heart. You know what I mean?
Well, and a certain distance.
At a certain distance, yeah. And then there's
point
then there's,
blank. I don't think any fucking body armor is going to help you.
And then there's
Chainmail.
no, there's like stab vests and stuff. That's what a lot of people in like jails and stuff wear. They wear these plastic vests. It'll just keep you from getting stabbed with a
Shank.
sharp object. Yeah, shank vest.
Yeah, like a melted, sharpened toothbrush.
Yeah.
Well, Carrie brings up another good point. Where do the teenagers get the good stuff? I'm guessing it wasn't too good because one of them
one
fucking
of them's
died.
dead, yeah.
Yeah.
Or, there's soft points even in heavy body armor. The armpits, the neck, there's
The face.
like on the sides where the two halves come together.
The face.
Yeah.
They shouldn't call it body armor if it doesn't cover your body.
Nah, it covers, it's supposed to cover your
But you were
vital
talking
area.
those ceramic plates. Okay. Those I could see stopping some shit, but don't they break and be like brittle and
Yeah, they can only take so much.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can't really shoot them multiple times at like I don't know how
they
far
will
we
take
haven't
quite a
got to the
bit.
story yet, but I don't know how far apart they were. And they were just taking turns shooting at each other.
It's evidently.
Something's got to give.
Trying to get to a point here if it shows any more, information, but basically it's just, they were shooting at each other and one guy got killed. Doesn't say what kind of body armor or
What
how
were they
far
shooting
apart
at
they-
each other?
It just says he shot and killed him.
JB says probably from the same guy that's been selling quarter sticks of dynamite to 14-year-olds, like in my childhood. Yeah, those fucking M80s or fucking cherry bombs.
Yep.
And the wife says Japanese made body armor out of paper.
Oh, okay. So in an affidavit, police say a third teenager told them he video recorded both shootings using Snapchat on his iPhone, saving the video of Viney being shot.
Video recording highlighted? Is
But
there a
he
link?
deleted the video of the other guy being shot. A technician was able to recover the shooting abroad, according to the affidavit. So yeah, the kids tried to cover it up and say it was an accident or something. And yeah, it just says he was taking turns shooting each other, wearing a vest.
What were they shooting each other? Like pistols, 45s,
It doesn't
357? Well, what kind of story is this?
Well, it's a story from CNN.
They don't even say what kind of body armor, what kind of fucking weapon they were doing, how far apart they were. There's no story. It's just one person's dead because they were fucking retarded.
Because they were retarded. It is a story, though.
JB says, man, they were dumb using paper.
Yeah. They were,
Well-
and evidently they only had one piece of body armor and they were sharing it.
Oh, well. No, but Carrie was saying Japanese made body armor out of paper.
Yeah, paper and bamboo and
Well, like in prisons, they fucking tape like magazines
Right.
around here or phone books because that's like an anti-shiv.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's-
it's personal.
yeah,
That's not like state issued.
which gets me because they don't even let them do that. They don't want them. They don't want them to stab each other, but they don't want them to protect themselves and be stabbed either. It's because they can't zap. If they're wearing that, they can't zap them with their
Taser.
with their tasers and their
Well, usually they're just wearing the body armor around their fucking torso.
yeah.
I mean, if they're going to tase somebody, fucking do it in the neck or the groin or the fucking
I think they got rules where they can tase them too. It's got to be like
center mass.
center mass. And,
Oh.
tasing people in the neck and the head is frowned upon.
Carrie. Wife says, actually, it has a lot of layers where they had a shit ton of glue and layers. Look it up. It did really well. Well, that's against a goddamn sword, not against a bullet. Yeah. I mean, if somebody's going to fucking sword you, yeah, paper would work. I mean, like a telephone book, like we were saying, or the yellow pages, as long as you're not living in Richardson where your book is small.
Yeah, quarter-inch thick.
Quarter-inch thick. I mean, if you had like a Chicago fucking yellow pages.
Oh, hell yeah.
That would work.
That would definitely work, yeah. Or a Denver one.
Or a Denver. Oh, she says arrows, actually. Well, that's kind of like a flying sword.
Yeah, arrows, swords, knives.
Anything sharp, but not a bullet because they didn't have guns back then, I guess.
Yep. Protect you from what they call sharp force trauma.
Sharp force trauma. All right. Well, we got I'm in a Coyote tournament coming up here next month.
And?
Oh, wait a minute. I got blah, blah, blah. This one. And a lot of people say, why you got to shoot these coyotes? Why? What are they doing?
Well, they're snatching your kids.
They're doing shit that, here, check this out. Yeah. Coyotes are a fucking nuisance, all right? I don't care where the fuck you live, what you think of them. That video you just saw was taken in California where, coyotes are everywhere. But the only difference between here and California is we don't feed the fuckers.
Right.
We don't have daily interactions where they're walking down the street and we're walking and we don't pay any attention. If that were me, I would have shot that motherfucker.
Yeah, it would have been a dead dog.
It would have been a dead fucking coyote.
Yeah.
This was a little 2-year-old in California that was dragged, as you saw, after she got out of the car, and her dad had to fucking shoo him away and throw a water bottle at it. Up here in the frozen wasteland in North Dakota, you cannot get within 50 fucking yards of a coyote if he smells you.
They won't come
That motherfucker's taking off because they know we are going to shoot you motherfuckers.
Going to be a dead coyote.
So, yeah, I'm in a coyote tournament next month. I hope I fucking get a lot of them. Yeah, Carrie says, they're wild animals. They will kill your pets and go after your little kids.
Yep.
And it is not pretty to see them going after pets because those motherfuckers they're like wolves. They're like mini wolves. And some of these coyotes are actually breeding with like dogs. They call them coys.
Yep, feral dogs.
And some of these wolves are breeding with coyotes.
Right.
Which,
but I think the good part about that is they produce a sterile offspring.
Kill them all.
Except for the coyotes and dogs. Wolves and dogs can.
Coys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they bring all kinds of nasty diseases too. I mean, they get mange and they get worms.
Rabies.
Yeah, rabies.
Rabies is the big one. I mean, after this little girl was dragged off, the parents took her to the vet to get rabies shots, and that's not a great ordeal on its own.
No.
So,
and if you can't prove the animal didn't have rabies, you got to get the shots.
Yeah, if you didn't kill the animal and have them tested, I mean, I'm tired of explaining to myself why I have to kill these coyotes.
Yeah, but they're God's creatures, Shanny. They deserve. They have all the rights that humans have. They were put on this earth for a reason. Didn't you know that?
Okay, if
people have rights, or animals have rights too.
If they kill your kid, what's the reason there?
No, it's always part of God's plan.
Oh, fuck you. In his plan. God damn it. Oh. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
I belong to the other PETA.
We're getting
for the
spammed again.
eating of tasty animals.
We're getting spammed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're gonna call it an end to this one. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We didn't give you any ads this time, except if you listen in on Tuesday, I'll throw some in there.
Yeah, you'll get it.
And if you listen in on Tuesday, I'll throw a Rocket 38 song in there.
Nice.
Find them on Amazon, Spotify. The Rocket 38s are a fucking up-and-coming band here where we live, and they hate coyotes too.
Yeah, with
So,
a passion. And
yeah.
penguins, as it turns out.
So find us on YouTube, Twitch, Spotify, Anchor, Google,
Kit Kat.
Apple,
Oh,
Kit
TikTok.
Kat, Snickers. Oh yeah, we are on TikTok.
TikTok, yeah.
Yeah, we need 1,000 followers on TikTok, and we will go live. So I wish I had some music to bring to you, but I don't right now. But if you come back Tuesday, I'll have it.
Yeah, you can also go to YouTube and plug in Rocket 38s.
Yeah, and listen on
get
your own
stuff there. Yeah.
Listen on your own.
All right.
See you next Tuesday.
See ya. Peace.